There was a moment when you thought it was all over, when everything seemed lost and your strength was fading. You looked around and found no way out. The silence echoed louder than your prayers, and the tears fell quietly as if no one could hear them. But God saw. Even in that moment when you thought he was absent, he was closer than ever. Sometimes God doesn't speak to calm the storm, but to strengthen you within it. He doesn't always show the way immediately because he wants to teach you how to walk by faith. It's in the waiting, in the pain, in the silence that he shapes your soul and matures your heart. Every unanswered question becomes part of his answer. Have you ever noticed how the most powerful prayers are often born in tears? It's when the words fail and only the heart speaks. That's when God listens most deeply. You may think your prayers went unheard, but in heaven, no prayer is wasted. Every whisper, every cry, every sigh, it all reaches him. Maybe you're still in the valley, still trying to understand why things happened the way they did. Maybe you're questioning yourself, blaming yourself, or feeling forgotten. But here's the truth. God hasn't given up on you. What looks like the end to you is just a turn in his plan. And his plans never fail. And if you've made it this far, it's not by chance. Something inside you still believes. Something in your soul still trusts. That's faith, even if it's small, even if it trembles. And that faith is enough for God to move mountains. You were not created to give up halfway. Everything you've been through has a purpose, even the moments that didn't make sense, even the ones that broke you. God doesn't waste pain. He transforms it. Every scar on your soul is a story of survival, a proof that you didn't stop even when everything told you to, and now you're still here, even with the weight, the doubts, the tired soul. You're still here, and that means something. It means there's more for you. It means the story isn't finished. It means heaven is still writing your testimony. If this message is reaching you right now, it's because God wanted to remind you of something. You are not alone. Even if people left, even if your strength feels gone, even if your heart is tired, God is near, closer than the breath in your lungs. He hasn't forgotten the promises. He hasn't stopped working, even if you can't see it. Maybe you're wondering why things haven't changed yet. But sometimes God changes you before he changes your situation. Because the greatest victory isn't always in what you gain. It's in who you become through the process. You're being prepared for things greater than you imagined. So take a breath. Let your soul rest in this truth. If God brought you this far, he won't leave you now. Keep going even if your steps are slow. Keep praying even if your voice shakes. Keep believing even when your heart doubts. This is not the time to give up. Sometimes all you need is a reminder, a voice that tells you not to give up right before the breakthrough. Maybe this is that reminder. Maybe this is the way God chose to whisper to your heart today, telling you that it's okay to feel tired, but it's not the time to stop. What you're facing is not the end. It's a part of the journey. There are things you've prayed for that didn't come, and you questioned if God was listening. But there are also things you didn't pray for, that he protected you from. He has been there all along, guarding you from what your eyes couldn't see. Trusting God also means trusting his timing. When the path is dark and uncertain, your faith becomes the light. And even if that light seems small, it's enough to keep going. Keep holding on. Sometimes, the most powerful act of faith is simply to continue, to get up one more time, to say one more prayer, to believe that your story is still unfolding. You are not the only one going through this. And if this message touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Someone else might be needing the same reminder. Share this with someone you care about. Let God use your life, even in your process, to bless others. It may seem like a simple action, but it can change someone's day or even their life. And if you feel this message spoke directly to you, consider subscribing to the channel. We share reflections like this, daily prayers, and real testimonies to help keep your faith strong. Because we all need reminders. We all need a word of hope from time to time, and this space exists to bring that. If everything were clear, you wouldn't need faith, but it's in the darkness that faith is born, when you see no way forward but still take a step, when there are no answers but you keep praying, when your heart is heavy but you continue to believe. That is the kind of faith that touches the heart of God, and it's that same faith He is building inside you now. Nothing you've been through is wasted. No tear was unnoticed. No prayer was ignored. God turns pain into growth, silence, into trust, loss into protection. Even what looked like an end, He transforms into a new beginning. Maybe you stumbled, maybe you stopped believing for a while, but He never gave up on you, and He still hasn't. Even with a tired heart, you're still standing. That alone is victory. Because when everything tried to push you down, you chose to remain. Staying is courage. It's proof that even in chaos, hope still lives inside you, and hope is what God uses to breathe life again. The storm might still be raging, but no storm lasts forever. The sky gets dark, the wind blows, the rain falls hard, but eventually it calms, and when peace returns, you'll realize you made it through, stronger than before. Don't search for answers everywhere. Don't compare your journey. What God is doing in you is personal. Your process has value. Every waiting moment has a purpose. And in the end, everything will make sense, even the broken, in pieces you thought would never fit. What God is preparing for you goes beyond anything you've imagined. It's not just relief, it's transformation. But to walk into that, you need to keep going, even tired, even unsure. God honors those who remain. Take everything you've lived through and turn it into wisdom. Your scars are not signs of defeat, they're signs of survival. Every healed wound is a lesson learned, every moment of pain, a page turned. And now, it's time to move forward. You may still have a long way to go, but you are no longer the same. What once broke you now teaches you. What once stopped you now strengthens you. And no matter what comes next, you'll face it with a heart that's been refined by grace. So don't quit right before your breakthrough. Sometimes the miracle is just a moment past your persistence. The answer is closer than it seems. Keep going, not because it's easy, but because God is still working. And if this message spoke to you, follow the channel. Here you'll find more prayers, reflections, and testimonies to renew your soul. Every day in our shorts, we share quick words of encouragement for your walk of faith. Like this video, so it can reach others and share it with someone who might need it. You might be the reason someone finds hope again today. You are valuable. You are loved, and God is with you today, tomorrow, and always.